welcome to Your Style Matters with Renee. I am Renee Lindo. I'm a personal stylist and I guide women on their style journey from confused and overwhelmed to confident. We do this by creating functional wardrobes with polished outfits that align with your personal brand so that when you step into spaces, you can put your hand up for more and feel confident and fabulous doing so. We know when we look good, we feel good, and our energy shifts and we become magnetic. So, welcome to Your Style Matters. And today, the topic is fall footwear, and I'm going to talk about some of the key fall trends for footwear, and then also touch on trends and my feeling about trends. And I encourage you to bring your questions, ask how you would wear a certain style, or whatever questions you have. I welcome them. And before I start, I want to welcome everyone who is joining me live. So please let me know if you are watching from on LinkedIn Live or your Facebook Live. I'm streaming on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So welcome to all of my listeners, viewers, followers who are from whichever channel. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the chat so that I can see your comments and I'll respond as I can as we go through. But please, I love for my sessions to be interactive. I'm here live so that you can ask your questions and get them answered right away. So please, where are my Facebook people? Just drop it in the chat and let me know you are here. And also, if you're watching the replay, because I know a lot of folks catch the replay, they can't catch it live. So if you're watching the replay as well, let me know if you're watching the replay. It just helps me to figure out which way or which channel or how people are viewing me and getting my content, and it helps me to create content that reaches those who want it and they're at the right time and on the right platform. So if you are here, hi Charmaine, good to have you. Thanks for joining. And remember, if you have any questions about footwear, fall footwear, trends, fashions, all of that, please drop them in the chat. Susanna, hey Susanna, good to have you. Good to have you. I'm glad that you are live. Awesome. Okay, so let's get into it. Fall footwear for 2022. And why footwear? So as I've worked with clients, what I've figured out, some of us are, yes, shoe women, and we love shoes, or we have tons of shoes. And I have other clients who they really focus on their outfits and then not the shoes so much. But I'm here to tell you, your shoes are a huge component of your outfit and your entire look and how the outfit feels and reads. I had a client who, she was fabulous. She was getting dressed. She was going to a wedding, got a fabulous dress. She looked beautiful. And so I said, send me your pictures. So she only asked me to help her with her dress. So we found a fabulous dress and she was ready to go. She said her footwear was fine. So I asked her to send me pictures. So she sent pictures and I looked at her face was beautiful. Her dress, of course, was fabulous, beautiful green. And then when I looked down at her feet, she had on these shoes that looked like shoes that she would wear to work, like work shoes. Now, this dress was a shiny material, a wedding guest type dress, so a dressy dress. And the shoes were like black, almost loafer looking, but not really loafers, but definitely it did not complement the outfit. And my stomach just sank. I'm like, it just killed the outfit dead in the water. No, she was beautiful. The dress looked fabulous, but the shoes, an immediate just death. So our shoes are very important. And the other thing is changing your footwear also changes the vibe of the clothes that you wear. If you want to dress something up, then you wear heels or a dressier shoe, and you can take that same outfit and put on some more casual shoes, maybe flats or runners, some type of lifestyle soft shoe, and it makes that same outfit more casual. In the workspace, we're seeing that same thing with suits. So suiting has traditionally been a more formal look, but now, and especially with the whole casualization of work and what we're wearing to the office and wearing just around in life in general, you can wear that same suit. Mark you, it's not as tailored and structured as maybe it was in the past, but a suit nonetheless still gives you that professional vibe. But if you want to tone it down just a bit, add a pair of runners, and I'm going to talk a bit about that later on. And then the runners, All right, it's really a nice way. Elevated runners, not the same runners that you're going to wear when you're working out or going to the gym, but nice, call it runners, like lifestyle sneakers, I guess, that you can wear with your suits or a little bit more formal, worky type vibe. But if you want to tone it down a bit, you change your footwear. The other thing, yes, so I touched on that. You can jazz it up, jazz it down, just change the whole vibe by changing the footwear. So let's get into fall, what we're seeing for fall. Let's see, do I have any comments here? Susanna made a great point, right? Shoes make the outfit, and they really do. Because of everything that I just said before, they really do make the outfit. So I encourage you to think about your footwear. If you're just joining, come on in. Let me know where you're joining from, whether it's Facebook, it's LinkedIn, if you're live or the replay. So let's talk about fall trends. So I always preface any of my sessions where I'm talking about trends to say I'm not, as a personal stylist, I'm not encouraging women to jump on every trend that happens. And if you've been following my content or you're a part of my community and you get my newsletters on my blog, it's not about that. It's not following trends, always following trends. It's very expensive and it's not sustainable. And it really is not a way to build a very thoughtful and a wardrobe that's going to work for you. Following trends. So I encourage you to buy what you like, buy what fits your body fabulously, buy what you love, buy what works for your life. So that's another big point that we have to keep in mind. So trends, my job is to help my clients to feel current, right? So I am always knowing what trend, or I try to keep up with the trends, what's happening, what's current, because especially when it comes to you in the professional space, if you look dated, if your clothes are really old and you're not, yeah, let's just see that you look dated, it's people also equate that with your skill set being dated. I say that all the time, and it is very true, because people, remember, we talk about first impressions, right? People judge you as they see you. If you look dated, people assume that your skill set is also dated. So I encourage you to, you don't have to be trendy, but be current, right? And and sometimes it only takes one or two pieces to add to your outfit that makes you look current. Now, if you're not clear on trends and trendy and current, I have a blog post where I talk about that. And I talk about it a lot, actually. So be sure to, and if you're not following my blog or even getting my newsletter, I encourage you to head over to my website. It's Let's Get Dressed Now. My blog is there, and great content, different topics, and also join my VIP style files where I talk about different topics all the time. So today we are talking about trends. And I made some great graphics, so I hope they all work for you. So the first trend we're going to touch on is, yay, the white is sneakers. And I kind of broke them down in my blog between retro sneakers and white sneakers. So this is, I'm going to say quote unquote trend, but it's not really a trend. It's fall, what we're seeing for fall. Okay. And so we're seeing a lot of retro sneakers. And I'm loving that vibe. These retro sneakers, which look kind of like these New Balance is having a really big moment with some really neat styles, but retro sneakers. And then I'm loving these also with suits and, business casual, depending on your office, right? Because business casual also has expanded. So we have retro sneakers, and also that's the white sneakers. Oops, I hope you can see those. So what we're seeing with the white sneakers is that what's a little bit different now is that they have a wider, a thicker profile. So they're more about maybe platform, not a high platform, some of the styles, but if you can see here, they do have a thicker bottom than what we had seen before. Now, what I should have said is that for fall and going forward, our theme is comfort and platform, or chunky. That's really the theme across all of the footwear that we're seeing now. We're still coming out of the pandemic. I would say coming out, but I know that pandemic is still here. But as we are on this side of knowing more about the pandemic and people getting back to real life, we're not letting go of our comfort, right? We're still holding, we still want to be comfortable in our clothing, and our footwear is the same thing. So retro sneakers, I'm loving. They're funky. They add a little edge to your outfit, to your look, and they're comfortable. And I have to tell you, I wasn't really a sneaker girl. Sneakers and jeans just really wasn't my vibe. But I'm finding that, the more I see it, the more I wear it, and then my lifestyle also has changed from what it was before I became an entrepreneur. And so it's a little bit more casual, and I'm loving the sneaks. What I'll also show you is how they're being worn now. Maybe you can't see that. Let me see if I can put something behind. Maybe that's a little bit better. Sorry. I thought I was great with my graphics, but I think you need a little white background. But as you can see, we're wearing them, the white sneaks, the retro sneakers, still with, jeans and a blazer. So it's dressed up a bit, jeans and a leather jacket. And even this one on the pink one on the end, where she has on a tracksuit or sweatsuit, but a long, what you call that, trench coat. And it's still a little bit more, it's still more elevated. So I'm loving that, loving the white sneakers. Let's see. And if you have any questions, please. It's difficult to find stylish shoes in larger sizes. We have a comment here. I know that's so true. My feet are big toe. I'm not a size 12, but I do understand the struggle. Now, Sherry, 6525. Now, I have some retailers that I've worked with that actually do custom. Now, it's not a custom shoe where you're paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but they go up to a size 12 or 13, I believe, and they also will make your shoe to the width that you need, whether it's wide, narrow, what have you. So, and I do have a blog post with that retailer as well, and I have a coupon code for you. So I will share that again. Where is that? If you go to my blog at Let's Get Dressed Now, there's a blog about comfortable footwear, and it's all sizes. They go down, I think they start at size 4 all the way up to size 12. So those people who really have difficulty finding shoes, smaller and larger, this is a good option to try. Okay, so let's get back. So we talked about the sneakers. How do you all feel about sneakers and wearing sneakers, to whether it's incorporating sneakers, whether it's retro or white sneaks to the office or for work or around? I'd love to get some feedback on that. The next trend that we're seeing. Oh, sorry, here's another picture of the sneaker. So actually, this is me. I don't know if you can, again, it's not great. Maybe that's a little bit better. But if you see, they're wearing the sneakers with a suit. She's wearing sneakers with a suit, which I think is such a great look. Also here again, so you still get the formality of, I think that's better actually. You still get the formality of the suit, but just a little bit toned down. Here again with a pleated skirt and her sneakers. These are retro sneakers. I don't think you can see them very well, but they're retro sneaks. And I think it just gives a nice edge. And here I am. I wore this one day this week working with a client. I got some brand New Balance, and I have to tell you, I'm loving those shoes. I have linked them. Where did I link them? Well, on my blog, there are tons of links and tons of shopping options for you, and also in my LTK, which I'll share later. But again, a blazer, some denim, and then these sneakers. So it's just a different vibe, and I'm loving it. So the next trend is loafers. And then what's different about this trend for 2022, or how we're wearing it, is that the loafer is chunky. The platform is chunky. Now, we saw very chunky last year. This year, it's not the chunk, there's less chunk, but there's still some, what are they calling it? Like lug sole, I think is one term they're using. So it still has a thicker profile, but it's not ridiculous. Like some of them were really chunky. That just was not my vibe. And here's another one. Now, loafers are great. There's tons of versatility with loafers. Whether you're wearing them you can wear them with dresses, wear them with wide leg pants, wear them with ankle pants, wear them with a cropped style. How they're wearing them now is with socks. Now, I don't know if I'm ready for that for that look quite yet, but maybe it will grow on me. But some little white ankle socks. It almost looks like what I wore to school. I went to Catholic school, grew up in Jamaica, and we wore socks with our loafers. So that same kind of vibe. But a little bit more elevated, though, I must say. And it's cute. I just don't know if it's for me. What other pictures do I have here? So, okay, so the chunky loafers. So here it is again. So as I mentioned, you see that I love the look with the ankle being exposed. There's some exposure here. That bit of skin gives it a little bit of edge. And you have the loafer again, chunky loafer, same type of vibe. And again, well, not again, but oversized jacket is very on trend. We're not talking about clothing this time, but head to my blog and I've done tons of posts there. So this is a great look. Leather jacket, a bodysuit, ankle length pants, and you have your loafers. I wore this yesterday with a client as well. A chunky loafer. It's a great look, I think. I'm loving this. And I guess again, you wear it so many ways and so many wears, so many places. Now, they're also, so I said chunky loafer, but also even loafers that are not chunky is still quite good. Like the Gucci loafer is a iconic, looks great with so many things. And I think do I have pictures of? Yes. Okay, perfect. Oh no, sorry, that's the next trend. But anyway, loafers are trending. Chunky loafers are trending. The next trend is the ballet flat. And the ballet flat went kind of out of favor some years ago. If you're wearing a ballet flat, fine, right? But it just we weren't seeing it as much. We're seeing ballet flat a lot more and for fall. And what's different about 2022 ballet flat, the shape is a little bit different. So it's a little bit more square. The toe is a little bit more squared off. And it's also ruched. You'll see some ruching here. Now I have to tell you, I went to my closet and I have ballet flats, my Cole Haan ballet flats that have ruching, and I bought them because I needed something very comfy that I could kind of make small and put in my bag if anything, so it kind of folds in half. But it has ruching. The toe, my toe isn't as squared off. It's still kind of rounded, but I'm going to rock it anyway because I still feel current. But if you're looking for ballet flats and you're going to buy ballet flats, this is what is current. It's a more squared off toe and ruching. Okay, and I really do love the look of this. So let's go into what that, let me remove this caption here. Don't need that. Let's go into how it looks. So ballet flats, how I like the ballet flat style, because ballet flats tend to be very feminine and kind of datey. I love to pair it with something a little bit more edgy, something that's a little bit more structured, something a little bit more quote unquote harsh. So when you can't see this, it's kind of hidden. So if you just take a look here, you see that in this picture, it's that two-tone, that Chanel look ballet flat, but she's paired it with denim, straight leg denim, but a classic button-down white shirt and a black blazer. How much more classic is that? That's très chic. And here, it's hard to see. Sorry. White has wide leg denim, and then this is a ruched white ballet flat. But it's chic. It's easy to wear. I wouldn't suggest wearing it like with something that's very prissy, because it just looks too prissy. I like it. I love the energy and the tension of mixing styles. So the feminine ballet flat with something a little bit harsher and more masculine, I think works really well. All right, let me see if there's anything in the chat. I think sneakers depend on office culture. Absolutely. And that is such a good point, because what we're wearing to the office really does depend. It depends on office culture. It depends on industry culture. Oh, let me get rid of this. Sorry. Perfect. Chat. Yes, it does. It does depend on that for sure. And there's some shoes. I have a pair of Cole Haan that they're not sneakers, but the bottom is, I think it was a collab with Cole Haan and Nike maybe years ago. But anyway, it's like, I think it's a 0 grand or something, but the bottom of it is soft. So the shoe, the top of it is leather. It has wingtip. It looks like brogues, but the bottom is soft. So you get a mix of both, and I like that. And I think that works well in an office that maybe sneakers aren't appropriate, but you could wear shoes like that. And again, it depends on office culture. Enrique, wear your vibe. Yes, right? Absolutely. I love that. You really do want to, whether it's your clothes, your footwear, whatever you're wearing, you do want to showcase your vibe, your personality. That's when you're comfortable. You're best at that when you're wearing what you're comfortable in. When you try to wear things or fit into spaces where really don't vibe with you, with your energy and how you want to show up, it really becomes difficult for you to do your best work. Hi, Enrique. Good to see you. All right. Any questions from anybody? Drop your questions in the chat. Let's see. Let me get back to the trends. All right. We did ballet flats. And the next one, oh my goodness, is the Western. Oops, let's get rid of this. The next trend is Western or cowboy boots. Oh, you can't see those so well either. Maybe that's a little bit better. So as I said, cowboy boots. That's a trend. It's been trending from spring, summer. We were seeing them with shorts, with spring dresses, and they're going into fall just the same. I can't say I'm a fan of that. That Western vibe just isn't really my thing, but here are some if you like that, if you like that look. And it could be cute, right? In the fall, you wear it with maybe a long blazer, maybe some leather shorts. Similar to how she's done it here. Or if you don't want to do the full Western look, there's some ankle, you can get ankle length. And also, if you don't want the full cowboy vibe, maybe you can just be inspired, because there are quite a few that have a pointed toe. So you have a Western influence, but it does not really a cowboy looking shoe. That's a great option as well. Now, as I had mentioned at the beginning, I have a blog covering all of these trends with shopping links. So I'll cover the trend and I'll have examples of styles that I think are great. And you click on the item and it takes you can buy it, check it out, all of that. So a great resource to check out is my blog. So that's the Western boot. And then just boots in general, as I said, the big theme this year or fall, and this has been even from last year, chunky and comfort really has been the theme of our footwear. Our clothes, again, as I said, is comfortable. So these are boots, right? So we're seeing thick bottoms. They're calling it, as I said, a lug sole, thick, or tire sole is another name that we're using. And I like it. So this gum kind of rubber bottom here, this is a Sorel. The knee-high thick sole boot is also trend. I love this look. I think you can do this, but you can do this so many ways. You wear this with dresses, wear this with shorter skirts. The mini skirt is really a big trend for fall. Probably not a trend I am going to participate in. I don't think. But if that's you, fine, rock it. But they look great with knee-high boots. Even dresses or skirts with ankle boots is also a great look. But you want to be, if you're in the market for boots this year, you want to be looking for thick-soled boots. I didn't have any pictures with no pictures with boots. Oh, sorry. I thought I had some pictures with boots with people wearing high boots, but I don't have them here. But be sure to check my blog. And another trend that's really trending is the Birkenstock Boston. Now, this is all over. I was on the Birkenstock website yesterday, sold out, especially in this color. It's all over TikTok, all over IG. This shoe is really hot. Am I a fan? Not no. This is, and I'm saying that hesitantly because sometimes when things are new and they start, I'm really not a fan. But after I see it more and I see it styled differently, then I start to like it. And I think that happens with many of us. But right now, there's just nothing cute about this shoe right now for me. But it is trending. I understand it's very comfy. And it also really depends on how you're styling this shoe, right? It can look really cute. So these two, styling it like this, I think it looks great. The trick with styling the Birkenstock Boston is a loose, comfy vibe. So she has a blazer on, a white t-shirt, and her pants, they aren't fitted and tailored. They're loose, baggy with the Birkenstock, with the Boston, and it's a good look. She has more of a relaxed look. This looks great here as well. So you can wear them with socks, wear them without. So it's a vibe. I don't know if it's my vibe quite yet, but it's a vibe. There's another trend that's also big that I've not covered here, but head to my blog and you will see it. It's fun and it's exciting. So that's it. That's all I really wanted to touch on today and cover in terms of trends. I think chunky boots, yes, I have got everything. But please, if there are any questions, if there are any comments, if there's anything that I can help with in terms of what we're wearing, how to wear it, how to style it, please let me know. I mentioned that if you head to my blog, I have tons of shopping resources for you, tons of links to get the different styles. And also, if you follow me on my LTK, my Like to Know It shop. So this link, I link all of my outfits, or I try to link my outfits. That gives you the shopping links. So I also have uh, fall trends in terms of footwear. I have different items linked there as well. So there's tons of resources for you to find shoes or to find footwear that's current, that will help you feel current. And changing up your footwear can be just a simple thing that you can do to really make you feel new and refreshed, especially as we're changing seasons. So be sure to follow me on Shop LTK. It's under Renee Lindo. I mentioned my blog a lot. I'm going to tell you again. It's Let's Get Dressed Now. Tons of resources on my blog. Again, and links. And then also I have a newsletter. It's called the Style Files. Twice a month, I share tips and style info, and I try to bring together all of the things I share on different platforms because I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, on LinkedIn. So I try to put everything together in those style files, and also you get some special content as well, and special promos. So be sure to sign up for the VIP style files. You can do that on my website, or you can always send me a DM. And of course, follow me on LinkedIn at Renee Lindo. And that's it. I'm going to do a last check in the chat and see if there are any questions. Sherry, and you are watching from YouTube. Oh, lovely. It was helpful. I'm so glad it was. So Sherry, as I said, check my blog. It's a good resource for finding footwear in larger and smaller sizes. For you, it was larger. And the place is Ali Shoes. And hopefully that's helpful. So I don't see any other questions, and I will, let's see, let me get rid of this. And so that's it for this week. If there are any topics you'd like for me to cover, if there are any style questions or challenges that you have that you'd like for me to answer, what have you, send me a DM. I'd love to chat. And autumn, fall, September is that time that people start to think about their closets and creating a style that works for them. If you want to chat about that and really allowing your wardrobe to speak for you and to align with your personality, I'd love to chat as well. So have a great rest of your day and a good weekend. Bye-bye.